South Africa Tour of New Zealand, 2017. New Zealand ponder what could have been. Kane Williamson had the sympathy of Hashim Amla after New Zealand lost both their reviews. For New Zealand, the opening day of the third test against South Africa was a day of wondering what could have been. 1-0 down in the series and in desperate need of a favourable result to finish the summer on a high note, they did not only lose valuable time in the game, but missed out on possible wickets as well. While New Zealand had the better of the 41 overs that were possible in between the rain delays, with South Africa closing the day on 123 for 4 after electing to bat, there were a couple of incidents that will cause the hosts to wince as they reflect on proceedings. The first came in the 11th over of the day, with South Africa struggling on 28 for 2. JP Duminy was hit on the pad by Neil Wagner, but umpire Bruce Oxenford gave it not out. New Zealand elected not to review the decision and replays showed that Duminy would have been out if they had. New Zealand went on to waste both of their reviews, which came back to bite them in the 31st over when Faf du Plessis was on 16. Again it was Wagner bowling, and this time there was a shout for caught behind that was given not out. Replays confirmed there was a tickle, but du Plessis batted on to close the day unbeaten on 33. "Obviously we didn't get them all right today, but that's the way it goes with the DRS," said Matt Henry after the play was called off early on Saturday, March 25. "It can be frustrating, but we'll get another chance later on." New Zealand's reviewing during the one-day series was held up as a beacon of how to use the system, but it has gradually deteriorated during the tests. Nevertheless, Kane Williamson had the sympathy of Hashim Amla, who has experienced the system as a captain before. "There's a lot of guesswork involved. You're taking the opinions of a lot of people," said Amla, who made 50. "The onus ends up being on the captain because he's the only one who can refer it. He can only take information from the people around him. Sometimes you get it right and most of the time you get it wrong. It's a very difficult science." On top of those bad calls, Williamson missed a gilt-edged chance to run out du Plessis before he had got off the mark. Had such chances been taken, New Zealand would have exposed South Africa's lower order after lunch when the ball was still moving around. "The wicket had a bit of juice in it, and certainly after lunch the ball seemed to swing a bit more," said Amla. "We're grateful to have some runs on the board, but we've got a long way to go until we get a good total on this type of track." The forecast for the days to come is equally glum. While Sunday and Tuesday are expected to be largely overcast, with minimal rain, Monday and Wednesday could be write-offs, which would make a result hard to achieve. Nevertheless, Amla preferred to look at the sunny side of things. "There's so much time left in the game. We may have lost 40-odd overs, but you end up making up quite a large amount over the 4 days each morning," he said. "So nothing changes. We want to bat as big in the first innings as we can, and assess from there."